Hello there, welcome to another video of SwiftCat. It's been some time, I couldn't make a video. I just busy about some projects. Alright, so in this video what we are going to learn is how to create environment setup in project by using the Xcode. What I mean is how to create the environments like staging, dev and production. So that's what we are going to look in this video. So I'm going to create a project. This is with iOS and app, and also let me name it as env demo, and I'm going to create in my projects folder. All right, so first is first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check for the project and change some configurations inside this debug and release. So what I'm going to change here is in the debug part, I'm going to check for a dev. So I watch environment which I'm looking for is dev, then QA, and also for the product production. So if you want only for the dev or dev on the product means you can go for the two. So in this video I'm going to check with the three environments. So that's what I'm going to do. So here plus button over here and just get duplicate over there, and it'll be give a copy of that. So debug that I want for QA, then also the same I'm going to duplicate this, and let's say that it is be a prod. All right, similarly I'm going to do for the release part as well. So I'm clicking this and duplicate release configuration. So here let it be a QA, and here this is going to be a dev side, and also again duplicate prod. All right. Okay, so this is the first step what you need to do here of this, and then you can find here this is the scheme which we're going to run the project to the target and all these things. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a new scheme over here, which I'm going to name it as env-dev, which is for the dev part. Similarly, I'm going to add a new scheme which is I want it for QA, and I'm keeping the env demo like this because it just means that this is a production. All right, so I'm not going to change this. So let me click on this here, let me go to the edit scheme and find what's there. So build the one I have debug dev, it should be production, product dev. Okay, test, it should be dev production, then profile, it should be release in product, analyze, it should be release in prod, archive also should be release in prod. Okay, so I'm just trying to, similarly I'm going to do for the dev part as well, and just selecting the dev part by showing the tick mark over here, you confirm that, and going to go for the edit scheme, and here you find the build part, run. So run here, I'm going to, what I selected is dev, debug dev, let it be debug dev profile, this is going to be release dev. All right, then going to be debug dev, okay, analyze, and archive release dev. Similarly, you need to confirm the scheme which is for the other part. I'm just selecting the QA, and let me check with this edit scheme. I'm going to the build, so let me see if the run part is should be debug QA, the test part should be debug QA, the profile should be release QA, and analyze, let it be dev, or let it be QA, release QA, and archive also the for the release QA. All right, here also edit scheme, let me check the analyze, it should be let it be release dev. Okay, all right, that's pretty cool. And then I'm going to the targets and selecting over here and going to the build phase and checking for bundle ID. Sorry, build settings, and going for the bundle ID. All right, so here you can find there's a bundle ID over here. If you go to this product bundle identifier, if you click the down, you can find here the various environments that you set for right now. So what I'm going to do here is first debug. If you don't want to debug thing, just you can take remove of that. I'm just showing it as for a demo. So here in the bundle ID part, what I'm going to do is this is for the dev. So I'm just adding the dev part over here, and then I have the prod environment. Just enter it. Then I have the prod environment which I'm keeping like that as it is because I don't want to change that. Then you have the QA over there. You can just change it for the bundle ID for the QA. Then for the release part, all the same which I need to follow, which is going to be a dev as well. So this is going to dev, and prod, let it be the same as the URL which I gave for the bundle. And the last for the pretty QA, and let be QA as well. Change the bundle ID. See, all right. Then you have to change the product name or how it look like for example, if you have the dev environment in the dev, so what I need to do is I want to change the name. So I let it be env demo, and for the dev I mean is let it be env demo dev, so that it will be easy to identify. And for the production, let be the target name which I set over there. I don't want to change for the production, let it be as it is. And for the similarly for the QA, I want it for the QA with the name of environment project name with a QA. And similarly for the release part, I'm going to dev. Then for the QA, I'm going to change the name it as QA as well. Pretty cool, very simple, very easy. So let me check what we have done so far to check how this environment changed or no. Here you can see the magic there. You can see the filters with a scheme like environment demo, dev, and QA. So if all right, so let me test what you have done so far. So I have the simulator over here, and let me run and check. Before that, let me select the environment. First, I'm going to select this environment. This is for the production, and selecting the circuit as simulator, and let me run. This is just to confirm whether the bundle ID and the app ID is being configured correct or no. That's why I'm just trying to test this. Okay, it is running. So we have this environment demo over here. Then I'm going to select this dev and let me target with the simulator. Stop this and let me try to run that as well. It's also as expected, like environment dev dash demo. And let me stop this and let me try the final one with the QA as well to confirm. All right, pretty cool. So I have here the demo, 3 environments. I run when I try to run this, it's having a separate app. The reason why is we have 3 different bundle IDs for each app environment. That's the reason for this. All right, so this is the first part of this configuration. So in the next video, what I'm going to trying to do is we're going to create some configuration files and try to do some setup in the base URL and also the scheme setups, so that it will be automatically configured with the environment, and it will change the URLs, and the service calls will be made accordingly likewise. So that will be doing in the next part. Thank you for watching this video. So you can find the next video in my video description after a few days. All right, stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.